What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode here of Plug Talk. I just hit my water bottle very awkwardly. I'm a little nervous. I was told to lead the show today. What's up, Steven? What's up, Danny? How are you guys?
Yo, what's up, Isaac? Happy to be back to another show. I wasn't here last week, but happy to be back in it this week.
Yeah, Steven's been in hiding since the Colts started this 2021 football season.
Since Carson Wentz started to drop back and get sacked, that's when he decided not to.
I'm just shaking every time we pass the ball, man.
All right.
What can you do, man?
So I don't know if you guys want to get to your plugs of the week.
Yeah.
For me, I would say my plug of the week had to be just this whole week 3 of the NFL. I mean, so many exciting games, so many games going into overtime. You had the Detroit game at Baltimore. I thought Baltimore was going to steamroll Detroit, but it ended up being a little tighter game. Justin Tucker hits the post and the ball still goes through, and the Ravens win. Last night you had San Fran and Green Bay. That was a great game. Apparently 37 seconds is just too much time for Aaron Rodgers, and they win that game. Then we'll get to the Dolphins, of course, and we'll break that one down. But that was a great game too. Went into overtime. So for me, the plug of the week was definitely week 3 of the NFL.
Yeah, bro. And that it sucks for the Lions, man. A couple heartbreaking losses for them. Like week one, same thing. Everyone said they were going to get steamrolled by the Niners too, and they were until they were coming back. And I thought the Lions had it in the bag, but in true Lions fashion, they fumbled it. And now too, man, like they were supposed to catch, well, not supposed to, but they were going to catch a great dub against Baltimore, a team nobody thought they were going to beat. And Justin Tucker just hits it exactly right, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told Isaac before the show, if they would have moved them just an inch back, it would have hit the front of the post and out. Like that blew my mind that he even made it.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention too the Cardinals game too. It was a field goal attempt, missed, return for a touchdown to win the game, against for Jacksonville. So I'm sure Jordan was very happy about that.
Honestly, I don't think he's a Jacksonville fan anymore.
Oh, it's C.J. Henderson, right?
C.J. Henderson got traded today to Carolina.
Yep.
And you know what's funny? You guys remember the last show Jordan was on here? He was talking about how he wasn't going to buy a new Josh Uche jersey because they changed his number, and he had just gotten the C.J. Henderson jersey.
The irony.
This guy is probably so mad right now.
No. Now he's got to go buy another one.
Yeah.
So.
Steven, what's your plug of the week, man?
Bro, my plug of the week was Manchester City beating Chelsea. Best thing I saw. It wasn't a great game, and getting up at 7:30 to watch it was extremely tough. But caught a great dub. The goal came out of nowhere. Gabriel Jesus caught a random deflection. Ball just fell to him. He turned around, made a great shot, great finish. Shout out to him. And Man City, we're now even with Chelsea, top of the table. I think, we're even with Chelsea, top of the table, because Liverpool would have gone first, but then they tied 3-3 to Brentford. So we're tied at the top with Chelsea. And plug of the week, man, if we would have lost that game, we would have been 6 points down, just like at the beginning of the season. So good stuff.
I don't have those troubles. I'm sitting at the top of the table.
Yeah. I wish Man City played in La Liga, bro. We got 2 teams to compete with.
Play one of these Rayo or whatever, one of these
Rayo Vallecano
or something like that.
Rayo Mallorca of the no sé qué, third no sé qué division.
Yeah.
It's okay, bro. We're the best league in the world. We got Vinicius Jr.
Oh my God.
Vinicius in the Bike Clásico, bro. That's exciting.
Oh man, yeah. The stars of the Clásico are Vinicius and Memphis Depay now.
Oh,
not fun.
This man Danny was trying to sell me like a car salesman, Memphis Depay, and he was like, "Oh, he's improved so much. He's going to lead Barca. He's playing so much better than he played in Man U." And I told him, like,
well,
listen,
it is true. It is true. He is playing better at Barcelona than he played at Man United.
I told Danny, just wait a month.
And Lyon too. He just scored this past weekend, and Lyon too. He didn't do bad.
He could score 4 goals. Okay, but he's not going to be the difference maker that they need, bro.
That's what happens when you play in farmers leagues, bro. He goes and he scores 35 goals in France. He goes and he can score 100 in Spain, but he steps on English turf and the guy can't even get an assist.
We'll save that conversation for another day.
Yeah,
let's leave it at that. Over a beer and a pizza. Okay. So, but my plug of the week has to be that your boy will be in Dallas November 12th to see my first ever live Cowboys game at AT&T Stadium against the Atlanta Falcons. So I'm actually kind of excited to see Kyle Pitts in person. So
I think actually the Cowboys just scored too. They made a big play right now. They just stopped the Eagles on 4th and 3. So
and the first quarter.
Yep. Yeah, Danny has the game right on there, so he's ready.
Danny's invested in that one.
Yeah. I got a coworker. She's a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and we've been going at it for the past week. So trying to win this one. I got money last week too. Some girl at my gym, she's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. She said the Cowboys were gonna blow it against the Chargers. End up winning. Got that direct deposit into my account. So pretty nice.
Hey, the Chargers, man. That's probably. I know I'm not gonna change the entire subject because we got to get the shameless plug. But the Chargers beat the Kansas City Chiefs this week. And Kansas City is now 1-2, last in their division. I mean, who would have thought? 3 weeks into the season, again, only 3 weeks in, but
it's still last place.
It's just so weird. Mm-hmm. And then you have the Raiders at 3-0. It's gonna.
You ain't first, you're last.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get the shameless plugs.
Let's do shameless. So, guys, shameless. Okay, I'm a big Man United fan. Bruno Fernandes. Okay, he's.
I know where you're going with this.
He really he's the guy. Okay, he has to be the guy with the penalties. Okay,
no.
Let's say before Ronaldo.
Just for that statement, bro. Just for that statement.
And he gets a last minute penalty. Okay, we have a chance against Aston Villa. Okay, and he skies it. He goes over the bar. I mean, this was not a World Cup game like England or anything like that. This was a Premier League game, late game into I think this was like 92nd minute or something like that, clutch time. And I thought he was gonna make it. He skies it and goes over the bar. So
it's because Cristiano for a second thought that he had Benzema taking the penalties, but he forgot it was Bruno Fernandes. He was still back at United.
Man.
So I'm not going to be too hard on him, but he's got to make that next time.
So did you see the video of the Aston Villa keeper going up to Bruno while he was taking the pen and getting in his head? Did you see that video?
What do you think he said to him? No, I didn't see
it. So Bruno's trying to take his pen, and the keeper walks up to him, and Ronaldo's standing behind him on the penalty spot, and he tells him, let Ronaldo take it. He's basically there in front of him, urging Ronaldo to take it, pointing at him, trying to get him in, and he got in his head.
We have our guest, by the way, not to stop you, Steven, but we have our guest of the week. He came late, so I'm gonna just bang on him a little bit. He came a little bit late. He was at the gym, but it's Mr. Paul Puleo. He is an MMA instructor. I'll let him go ahead and introduce himself. Let's add him to the stream. What's up, Paul? How are you, bro?
What up? Voice of G, Isaac. What's popping? Everybody, how are you? Thank you so much. Sorry, I came at Miami time. I just came out of the gym and stuff like that. 3:05. That's how we do it. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Paul Puleo. They call me FIU. I am a martial arts instructor, fighter, personal trainer, self-made entrepreneur. And I'm very, very happy to be a part of this broadcast, and sharing my experience and knowledge with everybody in the room right now currently.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. And we're going to get to UFC talk. But right now, we usually start off the show with the plug of the week and the shameless plug, the greatest thing you saw this week versus the worst thing you saw this week. And Steven and I, we're just kind of talking about, Manchester United, one of my favorite teams. in the Premier League. One of my favorite players, Bruno Fernandes, just used poor shot selection, and he had a chance to win it for my team, but he hit hit the crossbar. The ball went over the crossbar and just embarrassed himself in the most Manchester United way possible, right? So I guess I'll go ahead and ask you, Paul, what is your shameless plug? What's the worst thing? It could be sports related. It could be anything. What's the worst thing you saw this week?
Man, this week? Well, the week just started, bro. Literally. But
this past weekend.
This past weekend, let's see if I can. Let me try to remember the worst thing I saw, man. The worst thing I saw, man.
It's okay, man. It's Monday.
Yeah, man. Honestly, man, I didn't really see anything bad this weekend. I really didn't. That's the problem, and I'm trying to think. What was the worst thing, man? I mean, the worst thing, I could possibly think of was, let's see. Oh, I got one right here, man. The worst thing was the pizza that we had, bro, this weekend.
Oh,
okay?
yeah. Yeah, we went to Pizza and Beer to watch the UFC 266.
Well, listen, the pizza was the pizza was decent. Don't get me wrong, but man, they put so much tomato sauce in the margarita. The thing is, I like tomato sauce to a certain extent, right? Okay, actually, let me ask you guys. Can you guys hear me by any chance?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Perfect. Okay, so like I said, I like tomato sauce to a certain extent, but my God, it looked so bloody, man. It looked like a freaking Bloody Mary. Jesus Christ!
That's gross,
damn
man.
It looked like when a chick just lost her virginity, bro. Look at all the freaking sauce, bro. I swear to God, it looked that bad. I'm like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, bro.
Yeah,
man. I love pizza too, man. Listen, next time, y'all, we're gonna go to Bacano. Okay, Bacano has really, really good pizza and stuff like that.
For sure.
That's nasty, man. Just bad pizza. What would you give that pizza? 1 out of 10, like a 6, for sure.
Like a 6.5.
Okay.
I don't think you can think of pizza the same now after that comparison.
Yeah, I'm not having any pizza for like a month.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that food.
Hey, listen, it's not as worse as a blue waffle, okay? So trust me, I've seen.
If you don't know what it is, don't Google it.
Don't Google it.
Like back in third grade, they tell you to like, no, man, no, just don't.
Oh God. So I don't know if it's Danny's turn or Steven's turn, but you can chime in. Shameless plug of the week.
Bro, so I went paintballing for my first time this past weekend. I had a blast. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. But the first time I got shot at happened to be on my ass, bro. And, dude, that was my first time experiencing what getting hit by a paintball was like.
Ouch.
From distance. And, oh, man, it did. I'm telling you, on Saturday when I took a shower, I found bruises in places I had no idea I had gotten shot at.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
Where'd you go?
Crazy.
Family Paintball Center on 8th Street.
Okay.
Funny, Dylan said he used to work there.
There's a paintball center on 8th Street? What the hell? Seriously, bro? Bro, the last paintball center I went to was in Hollywood, man. Okay? That shit was lit, dude. But 8th Street, where at 8th Street? I'm kind of curious.
8th Street and 137th.
Yeah. All the way down there.
Oh, the deep south in Kendall, huh?
Yeah.
The deep south, baby.
Kendall boys over here.
Yeah.
Exactly. You guys are Kendall boys over here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, me and Steven are.
Yeah, I'm a Miami Lakes boy.
Yeah, man, Isaac is from Miami Lakes.
I'm Gables. Bro, I'm Gables. Sophisticated white people.
So
bro.
that means me and Steven are somewhat hood. That makes Isaac extremely hood. And the rest of the hood would be you.
Yeah.
You're the high class one here, right? Bougie.
Well, I'm what we consider a SG, bro, a sophisticated gangster. You know what I'm saying? Sophisticated SEG, actually, sophisticated, educated gangster, as we say.
There we go.
Isaac, I would love to go. I think the Plug Talk team needs to take a.
Bro. I got my shirt. I got my shirt right now. We could go with our shirts and
Yeah, I've never been paintballing.
Yeah,
I've been dying to go.
I'm gonna light up Steven, bro.
No chance.
Hey, I'm down.
I'm gonna be YY316, you guys. Across the map.
I'm gonna light up Steven, bro.
The one time I've gone, Can we see you? Yeah, just if you have a lamp or like a flashlight or something, that could help.
I think it's I purposely turned up my light, bro, because I freaking what happened was like, yeah, because my other light was like flashing like the sun, bro, like the deep south in Kendall. You know what I'm saying, bro? At 8 o'clock in the morning, man.
Yeah.
Nothing to write home. Listen,
we should move on to Shameless. I think Steven, right? You got your Shameless.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we were around the horn, right? Or Steven, did you say?
No, I didn't go with my Shameless, but my Shameless was just Red Sox getting smacked by the Yankees this weekend.
Oh, but that's like every season.
Plug of the week. What are you talking about?
No.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Okay, so the Yankees beating Boston is nothing new. Okay, we always make them their bitches.
Bro, we had the season lead, in games ahead of you guys. We were ahead of you guys going in, and then last series right before the postseason, we fold every game, and you guys are on top of us now.
Hey, listen, it's not as worse as the Cleveland Indians actually trying to win a fucking game. I mean, when was the last time they won a fucking game? The Cleveland Indians. I'll tell you what. Trash. Major League, bro. Major League. The movie Major League with Charlie Sheen.
I don't have any of those issues. My team is defending world champs at the moment.
Yeah.
Is it now?
Mr. Bandwagon. Interesting. So that's how it is.
And Steven knows I've been a Dodgers fan even before they won.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's go ahead and run down our little rundown. I don't know why I said that. Let's go ahead and move down to our rundown, I guess. First topic, and Paul is on now. I don't know why it says the main event. I don't know if I could change that for him.
That's because I wrote that. That was me when I wrote that.
Okay. So let's get to it. Let's get to the main event, UFC 266. Paul, I guess you can go ahead and open up your thoughts. It was an exciting card. The pizza was terrible that day, but that entire card was awesome. How'd you feel about it?
Dude, I was very, very impressed by the card. Everybody performed to their best level. From the lower level fighters, the lower level card to the main events, right? I would say I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Really, really, really good. Okay, let's talk about the main of the last 3 fights.
That's what the last 3 fights. Yeah.
Main card.
Yeah. All the other fights, everybody fought to the best extent. Hats off to everybody who competed in that card. First and foremost, always got to show respect to all the fighters, who've competed in that card, who compete. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time and dedication. For those of you who don't know, it's about sometimes between 8 and 12 weeks of pure sacrifice of being alone. Alone with your coaches and stuff like that, right? Eating, dieting, 2-3 workouts a day, man, and putting in a lot of sacrifice. So hats off to everybody, man. Okay, so let's go into it. Let's go into those last 3 fights. We're talking about, let's see now.
It was Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler. What'd you think about that one?
Nick Diaz, Stockton 209, making a return after several years, man, after coming off a defeat, but now listed as a no contest against Anderson Silva. Nick, I mean, he came in to fight. He always comes in to fight, man, but I don't know, man. It looks like he was predicting his own loss when he came off of the interviews and such like that. He didn't seem so confident, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because he knocked out Robbie Lawler years ago, right? Mm-hmm. And, listen, Nick Diaz is a Stockton boy. He's a boy straight from California, West Coast. He came to fight, man. He came to fight. And listen, for somebody who came in, who looked decisively out of shape, okay?
He did, yeah.
He came in. He didn't look like Nick Diaz, bro. He didn't really look like Nick Diaz of old. But you know what? He still had his volume punching, man. He actually landed quite a few shots on Robbie Lawler, man. I was impressed, but I just wasn't impressed with the fact that he just gave up like that. It was just like he felt like, to me, because I respect Nick Diaz. I respect his brother Nate. I respect the whole scrap pack, Gilbert Melendez, Jake Shields, Richard Perez, Cesar Gracie. I respect them all to a certain extent, the highest extent per se, because of where they got to. But I just didn't feel that Nick Diaz was there, bro. He put up a fight, but he wasn't there. He wasn't Nick Diaz. He wasn't the Nick Diaz I saw that knocked out Paul Daly. It wasn't the Nick Diaz I saw who destroyed absolutely murdered and was fired up against BJ Penn. Nick hasn't been the same, man. It looks like he seemed like he was demotivated. It seemed like he just came in for a paycheck, bro. And
yeah,
it sucks. It is what it is, man. Honestly, man, I think Nick doesn't need to fight anymore. I think that, he should step away, step away. It's time, dude. He put in his time. He was a decorated fighter, a decorated champion. But, if he's not going to come in with that mentality of coming in to, finish his opponent or try to get at least a decision win, then what are you doing? Putting yourself in danger, Now,
yeah.
on the positive note, Ruthless Robbie Lawler, that's another guy that I grew up watching, from the Pat Miletich days, man. He's a Pat Miletich fighter, and Pat, anybody who knows Pat Miletich, man, Pat Miletich was an absolute animal, and all his fighters that came out of the Miletich fighting system were animals, okay, and are animals per se, man. It was actually a little satisfying to see Robbie Lawler get like a finish, and it was hilarious because Joe Rogan pointed out, I believe, that it was, or actually, I don't think it was Joe Rogan, or maybe it was, I don't know. Robbie finished him the same way that Robbie got finished by Nick years ago. It was that same check hook, literally, bro. And I was very impressed because you know what we say, guys? Karma's a bitch, okay? Karma runs in full circles, right? But hats off to both fighters. Hats off to showing respect to each other, and hats off, like I said, hats off to them. I respect both fighters very, very much. But, if Nick is going to keep fighting, he's got to get back in his mindset of the old Nick Diaz. Robbie Lawler, that's a bit of another story, man. We got to see, what's up with him next. You know what I'm saying? And what about you? What did you guys think? Did you guys, I know, Isaac, you're right next to me. Gentlemen, did you guys watch the fight?
Oh, I think there's no main event or there's no UFC card without the notorious Conor McGregor. So
I forgot to warn you. Danny is a huge McGregor fan. By the way, I did want to ask you, Paul, because we'll get to Valentina Shevchenko, who defeated Lauren Phillips as well. Got some power shots in.
Lauren Murphy.
Lauren Murphy.
Lauren Hill.
That's a foreign star.
Bro. I take a huge L for that. But anyway, I was going to ask you, Paul, because Ariel, yeah. So he had asked Volk if he was willing to fight Conor McGregor if Conor went down to 155. Of course, Volk said yes because it's a huge payday, and it's a championship fight.
Of course.
What do you
Conor
think
comes to fight you, you're going to take that fight. It's a huge payday for you.
So here's my views on that, right? Okay, so look. Conor McGregor, the thing is, Volkanovski, right, told Conor to come down to 145. Honestly, Conor's not going to go back down to 45, okay? And I don't blame him, all right? He looked like a dehydrated little shit when he was at 145. He looked like a fucking zombie, okay? Yeah. And I don't blame him. Then him going up to 155 was actually a bit of a miracle because he looks better. He looks like human, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously 170, he probably didn't cut anything, obviously. He didn't cut like a pound, or maybe 2 to 5 pounds tops. Okay, but let's get to the point though, right? Volkanovski now also, him moving up to 55 would be a benefit for him. Volkanovski is a small, stocky little guy, man. But at 45, Volkanovski probably walks around like 160-ish, probably. So that would be a bit of an advantage for Volk, to cut only like a few, like 10 pounds, So it's no biggie. If Volkanovski and Conor McGregor fought, man, I think Volkanovski would kill him. I think Volkanovski would tear him apart, bro. I think so because you know what, man, the game is changing and stuff like that. And Conor, being a very technical striker and stuff like that, if Volkanovski can utilize wrestling tactics like how Khabib Nurmagomedov did with Conor, Volkanovski can win it, man. Now, nothing against Conor. If Conor can utilize, his range and utilize that very unorthodox angles style, right? Utilize that, switching his stance, and plus utilizing kicks, because Volkanovski's a small guy. Volkanovski's only like about 5'6", okay, 5'6". McGregor's about my size, or maybe a little smaller per se. But if McGregor uses his kicks, keeps him in range and stuff like that, I think he can stand a chance against Volkanovski. But realistically, man, Volkanovski's been active. He's a champion for a reason, So I think my prediction for that would be Volk. Definitely. You guys, what do you think?
Yeah, I've been telling Danny that McGregor's been on the decline, especially with the last fight that he got beat as bad as he did, snapped his leg. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Like he's just not the same quality. Obviously, he brings in the
he's
same
big.
box office sales, and everyone wants to see the name
Yeah,
and wants to see the fight.
because you know what, man,
But
he came off like a cunt, and he came off like a cunt in his last
yeah,
his last bout. He really did. He was still talking shit despite his shin being broken. And you know what? Dustin Poirier beat his ass decisively. He was beating his ass decisively. It would have gone one more round. Sorry about that. The camera's like falling because I have
That's not well
done. So, anyways, like I was saying, right? What was I saying? Oh, that's right. Dustin Poirier. A couple more minutes would have finished McGregor, bro. Again.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying after that fight ended. We came back and we did a show talking about it, and I was like, I mean, DP was decisively beating McGregor. Like there's no reason to say that it should have been a no contest or that was it was that tight.
Bro.
Like I think DP easily had the fight. And on the other hand, Mr. Danny, understandably being as biased as he is, was telling me that this fight should have been called a no contest because McGregor got hurt.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been a no contest at all, bro. It was a doctor stoppage, okay? It happened mid action in the fight, okay? And McGregor just fell, dude. And you know what? They're gonna list it as a TKO loss because you know what? He can't continue, and he made contact. You know what I'm saying?
Not only for that fight, but I think for all UFC fights, if you get injured, you break your leg or something, shouldn't be counted as a knockout or as a loss. It's you broke your leg, you broke something. It should not be counted as a loss.
Well, take that up with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, bro. Okay, because they run all that shit, bro. Take it from me, man. Okay, I mean, and the Nevada State Athletic Commission is very, very. Damn it, bro! This thing keeps falling off, man. It's very, very shady. Okay, so.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of these organizations, these drug testing centers are pretty shady in their own rights, bro. It is what it is, man. But yeah, man. I mean, look, he made contact. It's considered a loss. The thing is, it's not the way that he lost. It's the way how he handled the loss, and he handled it very, very immaturely at that moment. And he lost a lot of respect from a lot of his fans too.
Yeah, exactly.
I was never, I respected Conor McGregor as a fighter when he first started. But then when he started, getting all excessively trash talking and stuff like that, listen, it brings in money, right? And great for him. Congrats on his success. But you know what, man? It gets to a certain point where it gets really fucking annoying. Okay, like fucking annoying, bro. I mean, just like what the fuck, dude? I mean, like, it's like, oh, your wife is in my DMs, or like, oh, your wife is in my DMs when you're late. You're sitting down with your shin broken in half, man. Be fucking humble, dude. Okay? Be fucking humble. Accept the loss, bro. If you can't accept the loss, you're not a true champion, okay? I lost bouts, okay? And you know what? I learned just to accept it. It happens.
And I feel like that's a big thing with martial artists also, though.
Against Poirier before the third fight.
Huh? Say that again?
You must have not seen the Conor after the second Poirier fight then.
I actually did see the Conor after the second
Poirier fight.
That was
a humble Conor.
That was a humble Conor, but then you know what? He was like, oh, I'm going to try to be mean and nasty again. But you know what? It came off very, very cringy. It came off very, very fake. Khabib Nurmagomedov even said it was fake, okay? And I knew it was fake. The audience knew it was fake.
Yeah. For the most part, you usually see martial artists, be humble in defeat. I feel like that's a big thing around the sport, that people, whether they win or lose, they're always respectful. Like they show their respect, they go up to each other, and it's
exactly.
Mm-hmm. So
all the time it has to be like that. You know what? Yeah. You win, you lose, you learn to fight another day. Simple as that. But the problem is, when you have people like Conor McGregor coming in, just like trash talking. Listen, I could understand if you lose a fight and you're expressing your thoughts on the microphone. I totally understand that. I know that happened with Valentina Shevchenko and Amanda Nunes, right? If you guys remember that fight, their second fight, Valentina was pissed, and you know what? I don't blame her. I think Valentina kind of had a reason for her to win. I saw it, but let's see if they do a trilogy bout. I'm game. I'm game for that, man. And,
I think that's the point to make.
I think Shevchenko will beat Amanda. I think she has a chance.
Really?
I think she stands a fighting chance against Amanda. You know, I'm saying Amanda's evolved. Valentina's evolved too. Let's see who's the best fighter that night.
All right, guys. So I think we talked enough about McGregor. Somehow McGregor got, I guess it was my fault, right? I brought up McGregor, so he got into the conversation.
You just know it's a bomb when you throw that word in there, Isaac. You just set off a bomb, man.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and move on to. Unfortunately, we have to talk about this. Danny, whatever Danny puts on the rundown, we have to talk about it. Unfortunately, that's the case, and we have to talk about FIU football blowing a huge lead in the fourth quarter, allowing 21 points in the fourth quarter to Central Michigan. Central Michigan. And I don't know, Paul. But did you guys see the game? I did not, but I did get the notification when we blew it, and I was just like, what? We were up, I don't know, 14, 15 points heading into the fourth quarter, and we blow it. What happened? What happened to the Florida Panthers in this game?
Pause down.
Florida Panthers. Okay, so pause that, rough, man. Look, I haven't seen the Florida Panthers game in God knows how long, bro. Okay, so honestly, man, honestly, man, this is hockey we're talking about, right?
No. See, I messed up. FIU football.
FIU football. I'm sorry, you said Florida Panthers. It's the Florida Panthers. FIU, man. Look, bro.
That game was bad, dude. They lost. They folded in the fourth quarter.
Listen, the thing is, I mean, I didn't see the game. I'm not, too huge on college football unless it's, of course, the you guys can see.
Oh God.
Coral Gables represent.
Of course, represent University of Miami. Oh, don't tell me you're an FSU fan, dude.
No,
you're an FSU fan. Don't worry about that.
Danny's like 50% FIU fan, 50% hater.
I mean,
I take ownership in that.
I'm a hater too, but they won their game and they blew the team that they were supposed to beat.
Against Central Connecticut State. Give me a break.
Okay, but anyway, let's stay on topic. On FIU, on our terrible game, I mean, we had – look, I'm looking at the stats now. Like I said, I didn't watch the game, but all you had to do was look at the stats. Yeah. We converted on third down 3 times. 3 times out of 14. In an entire game, we converted 3 times. I mean, this and our running game is just very poor. Bortenschlager, I don't know, what the quarterback competition is, but that has to be on the quarterback. It has to be obviously on the coach too. But if you're the quarterback of this football team and you have a big lead like that and you're turning the ball over and you blow a big lead, I mean, what happens to FIU now? We have a big season. We have FAU next. I mean,
to be quite frankly honest with you, I won't be surprised if they don't get another W on this season.
Damn, bro! If they don't catch another win, that's terrible. Butch has to be after that. But I mean, this game though, Isaac, I wouldn't blame it on the QB. He did just about as much as he could do. He actually he tied for an FIU record with 394 passing yards. Dude actually balled out. Like he threw for 400 yards. Quarterback played well. Usually the quarterbacks don't play that well for FIU. But I would blame that loss on the coach, man. Coaching staff didn't do their job. They were up by 17 going into the fourth quarter. They were just like playing super conservative. Like they were scared to lose it. Like the whole game, they were just scared to lose it. And like they knew, we needed to have this win. And it's just sad when you look like you're playing scared. You're not going to play well, especially if you're playing football. So they got smacked in the mouth in the fourth quarter. Central Michigan put up, 21 and came back and beat them. Absolutely nuts. 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Can't happen, bro.
All right, Danny?
We suck. That's all you can put.
All right, then I guess we can move on.
Look, I won't be surprised if they don't get another W this season. You already know how I feel about that. Pete Garcia needs to go. We'll reevaluate Bush Davis at the end of the season, and everyone else inside the athletic department needs to go. Simple as that. He's a culture change.
So we have FAU next. It's at FAU. We're not winning that game.
No.
And then we have Western Kentucky. We have Marshall, Old Dominion. These are teams I've seen us lose again and again. So that's a pretty. We got to win one. You know what I'm saying? I want to say we win at least one or two more games, but we're not making it to the bowl. We're not making a bowl game this year.
I thought they're gonna at least make it to 500, get to bowl eligible, make something, but there's no shot they're making a bowl game. Absolutely no shot.
All right. So
man, Makers wanted Bahamas Bowl.
Nah, man. I mean, they're getting into conference play now.
If you want to be a guest on here, you gotta change that. But I love it. So I guess let's go ahead and move on to, unfortunately, another team that lost here in South Florida this past weekend, the Miami Dolphins. They went into Las Vegas Stadium. I don't know what their stadium is called. It's like
Allegiant Stadium.
It's like a $14 billion stadium or something like that. They have that big staff or a big torch or whatever that is lit up at the end zone. The Raiders win in overtime. What were your thoughts on that one? Is Jacoby Brissett going to help us at least get one victory by the time Tua gets back? What were your thoughts, guys?
Coaching staff again ruined it. Ruined it.
I mean, the game plan. Yeah, the game plan was bad. It's been bad, especially with Tua. The plays they've been calling, it's just so simple. It doesn't look like they're throwing the ball down the field. They're taking shots. They're just happy with getting a few yards, seeing what the defense can do. Try to hope for some running back play. But if the O-line is as bad as they are, and the quarterbacks can't make any reads at the line. If quarterbacks can't identify when the pass rush is coming, when to get out of the pocket, it's looking to no playmaking. Yeah, exactly, no playmaking.
Look, the guy who just commented on this, he's a Patriots fan, and I don't think he should be. I don't think he should be talking that much after famous Jameis, Mr. Crablegs, Jameis Winston went up there and killed him in Foxborough.
Didn't Mac Jones throw for 4 picks or something like that? 3 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But exactly, there's a moment of silence, right? I mean, my takeaway from this game, Mike Gesicki is a monster. They really need to, whoever the quarterback is, they really need to target him a lot more. He came in clutch with some catches. But, yeah, I have to agree, guys. I think play calling was a huge factor in this game. I mean, what was that? I think it was a bubble screen in the end zone. They had Waddle, and then whoever was on the other side, they also had another bubble screen.
I think they went for a shuffle pass to Gesicki.
But there was there was nobody there to block. Usually on a bubble screen, guys, on the outside receiver, there's usually a slot receiver or a tight end.
There was a receiver. I saw Devontae on that play. Devontae Parker was next to him, and Devontae Parker goes out to block one guy. But there's 3 dudes coming at Jalen Waddle. Yeah. So unless Devontae Parker is Superman, dude can't block 3 guys, bro. Terribly
tracking the inside linebacker, outside linebacker, or you're going to go against the person you have in front of you. Neither of those things happened. Waddle catches the ball finally because he's been struggling trying to catch the football, and it's just what are you guys doing? And then you have your quarterback at shotgun. You're behind in your own end zone. Just terrible play calling. And the worst part, guys, we are the only team, if not, I think one of the few teams that doesn't have one offensive coordinator. We have 2. We have 2 guys literally every single play that their job is to figure out what's the best play that we can get the most yardage. And that's what they would come up with? Really? Does that it's just bonehead plays after bonehead plays. I think this game also showed a lot of heart. I mean, we had no business going into overtime in this one against the Raiders, who are they're 3-0. They're at the top of their division. They're a decent.
It's a testament to our defense.
Yeah, and honestly. X had a pick too, or actually X got burned on a couple plays. Who was it that got a pick? I think it was Elander Roberts.
Roberts, bro. Random, linebacker in there, never does that.
I think they've been showing a lot of heart since '72.
Yeah. Did you see him get the pick six when he was like the last 10 yards of him running? He was literally walking down. Like there was some dude like trying to like pull him into the end zone.
I was like, Paul, what are you doing? Like, I don't know if he was waiting for the tight end to cut. The pressure got to him, but that was a bad.
Dude ran out of gas, bro.
But Carr is a good quarterback, and he's gonna do what it takes. And what happened in overtime? He was pushing the football downfield. What happened to Will Fuller? He was like 2-3 inches away from catching that football in the end zone on our last drive. He catches that, we win, point blank. So I think play calling, is a huge issue. Our running game is non-existent. I mean, these are just problems. I think I said it last week. Our offensive line, if we don't address it, it's going to be a long week, and we'll see, man. Jacoby Brissett is a taller guy. I don't think Tua would have gotten out of some of the, the pressures that Jacoby Brissett was in. He looked like Roethlisberger out there, just maneuvering in the pocket and escaping guys, throwing the football downfield. That was cool to see.
That's another thing that I would take on Tua, that his pocket awareness has been terrible. Like his just ability to make a play, get out, see pressure coming, see people coming. Like it's been terrible. I don't want to say it was his fault that he got hit, but I mean, low key it was, because I saw a video, somebody breaking down the protection when he got hit, and there were 6 dudes coming in on a blitz, and there's only 5 guys on his O line. So it was his job to tell the running back, yo, get on this side. Look at this dude coming in. There's nobody to block him for me. Running back doesn't see him. Dude comes free, and the dude is literally coming almost in his face, in his direction. And Tua chooses at that moment to turn around and look the other way for a receiver when the guy's barreling straight in on him. So, I mean, Tua needs better awareness in the pocket, needs something. Like, he doesn't look confident. He doesn't throw the ball down the field the whole time. So, I mean, did the Dolphins fold in Tua over Herbert?
Yep.
Hey, look at Herbert, man. He balled out too against the Chiefs.
I think they did.
And he played well against the Cowboys too.
He did.
Yeah, man. Herbert's the real deal. Herbert slings the ball down the field. He's a tall guy in the pocket. Like, he looks definitely like an NFL quarterback. And I can't say the same about Tua.
I wanted to also give a shout out before we move on to Denzel Perryman. With the Raiders. He got shaken up a little bit late in the game, but he made some key plays. What was that, Danny?
Coral Gables is one and only.
One and only. Jonathan Vilma, Frank Gore. I mean, I don't know who's next after that, but those are 2 key names, 2 Super Bowl that have played in the Super Bowl. So,
yo, fun fact: I've actually met Denzel Perryman. His mom was a teacher in my high school, and she would walk in one day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought he would be. I mean, he was swole, but he's not like tall. He's like 5'11". He's like my height. So I just like came in and like saw him, but dude's just like as wide as the hallway. He's like walking around like that.
He's like, I've seen Denzel Perryman. I've seen him around. I mean, listen, it's nothing special. I mean, he's in really good shape, but that's about it. I don't know
an NFL player.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the hype was all about that guy, really, man. I was just like, all right, whatever.
I mean, he just made it to the NFL. Like he was a backup for a while.
I could just put him in a guillotine choke and just like tap him out. So I mean,
I don't know about that, Paul. I'm really sorry, but I saw this man play with a club. Okay, a club. Like when you wrap the arm around you when you're injured, and he was tackling people with one arm, like hitting people like sideline to sideline. I saw this live, Paul, because I was on the team. So
dude, it's tough.
I don't know, man.
His tackle. I mean, I don't know if his tackle is going to be able to, just like go against my defense, my movement, and then turning into a single leg, single leg crotch shot pickup, and slam, and then take him down, get the back, to a hip ride, maybe take him down, trap the leg,
right?
And then ground and pound him. I don't know. I don't think his little tackle will work against him. Yeah.
All right, guys. So we'll go ahead and stay here in Miami. The next topic is Hard Rock Stadium. Let me look at the rundown real quick because I forgot what year. Again, Danny, you wrote this, man. You should know the rundown.
2026, bro. 2026.
So Hard Rock will host the FIFA 2026 World Cup. How do you guys feel about that? Obviously, it's a good thing. It's going to bring a lot of money, a lot of tourists into the country. I mean, into the city. But man, that's going to be awesome, man. If we can do that?
I think it'll be great to host a couple games. I don't think they should host a final.
You think it'll be? Imagine traffic, guys.
Where should the final be then?
God.
Imagine traffic. Like the World Cup is going on, and you're trying to go to work or something. That's gonna be insane.
That's gonna be insane.
I think the final should be at a place, a much better venue, like the Atlanta Mercedes-Benz Superdome, even or the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. What happened?
Drive Pink?
Drive Pink Stadium? Hell no.
Drive Pink Stadium would host
Madison Square Garden. Open that shit up.
Put a soccer pitch in there. That would be
bro. That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts.
Hey, you don't know how many seats you'd sell out, bro, and tickets and pay-per-views and shit, bro. Well, actually, not pay-per-views. What the hell am I saying? But tickets, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
All right. So now it's time to brag about Christopher Columbus losing this weekend against Palmetto in a really shaky call. Danny, you sent me the link and you were like, look at this, Isaac. Like, this was botched by the refs. I know you guys probably, especially Paul, you probably haven't seen the video, but the Palmetto, our Christopher Columbus quarterback, he throws a pick in the end zone, and the cornerback or the safety that picks off the ball, time is winding down. He tries to run it out and then lets go of the ball mid-play. The ball falls back into the end zone. A Christopher Columbus player lands on the ball. Should have been a touchdown. And they called the game. They said the game was over. How do you feel about this, Danny? I know this is near and dear to your heart.
Well, let me tell you. It came out today that the referees who called that game actually now said, yeah, we messed up. Columbus should have gotten the touchdown. And I was like, well, that's nice for you to say it about 5 days later, but that's okay.
This is a district game, right? I think Palmetto. No?
No.
Well, at least you're still in contention for the district.
I think that the referees made that call to give it to Palmetto because they felt endangered for their lives leaving Tropical Park.
Well, it's either the Paul Ghetto, bro. I mean, come on, they consider Paul Ghetto.
Yeah, they actually right outside during the game, some kid got stabbed. So.
Actually, I shouldn't laugh at that, but damn, that sucks.
No way.
Yeah, he got jumped on the Palmetto side too. Got jumped and he got stabbed.
Damn.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
That's nuts.
Oh man.
So I think the referees were like, "Hey, let's just give it to Palmetto so we don't endanger our lives getting out of here."
I didn't get to see the play, so I didn't see it. Danny didn't send me the link, bro.
What do you mean? I sent it straight to you.
You didn't send me no link?
Yeah, I did.
Mm-mm.
This guy, bro.
All right, guys. So we're gonna
Another case of Steven.
Steven's gonna go missing next week. Watch. He's gonna be back in Tampa or something.
But I'll show up. I'm always back, man. I'm always back.
All right,
I'm gonna
guys.
have to file a missing persons report, bro.
So we'll go ahead and have a little fun with the trivia question of the week. I told Paul earlier what the question was. I told him not to Google it, so I hope he didn't Google it. But the question is, which South Florida high school did George Masvidal attend?
Honestly, I think I told Steven. Well, honestly,
I don't know it. This is a good
when
question.
you find out what it is, you're gonna be like, he went there?
Yeah.
My guess is Killian, just because he seems like a Kendall guy.
Nope.
Like one of yous.
One of you.
St. Brendan's. St.
Brendan's.
I'm gonna go with a Catholic school.
It is St. Brendan.
You Googled it, didn't you?
Wow.
He Googled that shit for sure.
You knew that?
I knew that from a long time ago, dude.
He did go to St. Brendan.
I didn't want to say anything. He went to St. Brendan's. Yeah, it's surprising. You get a boy like that who go to St. Brendan's.
Right? Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
I believe he got kicked out, though. I think he got kicked out.
Yeah, I think he did.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You never figure someone like that going to St. Brendan.
Yeah, but honestly, man, if I never looked at it, right, and looked at his bio, for example, right, and I just knew Masvidal right now, right? I would say the high school that he would have probably gone to, okay, would have either been Killian Park, it would have been Palmetto, or it would have been probably, or as you know, it would have probably been the High, you know, and the High is
okay, yeah, I think that's a pretty good guess. Miami High.
Yeah, Coral Gables High, you know, and Miami High, we don't get along. You know what I'm saying? We don't get along.
I felt like he would have gone to like Barbara Goldman or like Hialeah Miami Lakes, something like that. That's where
I would have guessed Coral Park.
Lakes.
Coral Park is another one.
Coral Park, he for sure lived around Coral Park, like 100%.
Oye, está güey.
What are you, Westchester?
Hialeah City, bro. You never know. He could have been a Hialeah boy too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really thought that's where he would have gone.
All right, guys. So we'll let Danny enjoy the rest of this one. Wait. Hold on. We got Braddock, Janka. I think that's a pretty good guess as well.
I was thinking Braddock too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Braddock is ghetto too, bro. You know.
Yeah, but we'll let Danny enjoy the rest of Monday Night Football. Steven, you got to talk after the game because Steven has Dak Prescott at quarterback and fantasy. I have Greg Zuerlein as my kicker. I think I have like one more player that's playing right now.
Yeah.
Danny, you have any players right now on the team?
Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, and Tony Pollard.
How's that going for you? And I know you're getting blown out. Huh?
He has the whole Cowboys roster.
This guy, bro.
Yeah. Hey guys, we didn't cover the co-main and the main event of UFC 262. So let's see, we got about 7 minutes left. So I'm gonna run it down real quick if you don't mind. You cool with that?
Yeah, just like 2-3 minutes. Yeah. What were your thoughts?
So let's run it down. Okay, so my thoughts: Lauren Phillips and there you go. You see, I screwed up on that one.
I got you.
Okay, Lauren Murphy. Right, Murphy reminds me of RoboCop. And Valentina Shevchenko. Okay, so let me run that down real quick. It was no surprise that Valentina Shevchenko was going to smash that girl. Okay, Lauren Murphy, yeah, has a good record and stuff like that, but you know, dude, she looked like a dehydrated zombie when she came in. Okay, that face and stuff like that. I don't know if she was trying to prove that she was like the heavier girl. That girl should be fighting 135 realistically. As is Valentina was a 135 too, right? But I wasn't surprised. Valentina is an elite level fighter. You know, I mean, she's been training her whole life. You know, like I have. You know, won numerous Muay Thai titles too. You know, like her sister as well. You know, I mean, her sister's good, but I would say Valentina is the better fighter, the better sister, hands down, 100%. So that to me was no surprise. That was no surprise, and like I said, Valentina and Amanda, that's the next fight to make. You know, make that shit super fight. You know, winner takes all. That's my suggestion. Dana White, make it happen. Dana White, Sean Shelby. You know, I wish the Fertittas were still around because they wouldn't make that happen. Joe Silva, I wish he was still around because the WME Image Group sucks. They obviously don't know how to make good UFC matchups nowadays like they did with the Fertittas and Joe Silva. Simple as that.
Your
Sean
thoughts
Shelby,
on the last one, on the last fight, Brian Ortega?
The main event, of course. The main event. So, Brian Ortega and Volkanovski, man, look, that was a hell of a fight, man. But Volkanovski was dominating that fight, but Brian Ortega pulled out some crazy submission attempts. He had Volkanovski, you know, in danger at some points, man. But Volkanovski pulled through. So just imagine, you know, he was actually a couple seconds away from passing off Volkanovski. He said in an interview, right? But Volkanovski found that way to just get out of that single arm guillotine. You know, I mean, hell, it was just crazy, bro. And then freaking, you know, hands out to Brian Ortega, because Brian Ortega, win, lose, draw, that kid keeps evolving, bro. He keeps evolving. Hell, look what he did. He knocked out Korean Zombie. Who the hell said they could knock out Korean Zombie? Not a lot of people, right? Not a lot of people. Korean Zombie's a tough motherfucker. There's a reason why he's called the Korean Zombie, right? You know, Volkanovski, man, is an elite level fighter too. He's on the rise as well. He's been on the rise. Ortega, you know, this is not the end for him. He's going to get the belt very, very soon. I guarantee it. They have a rematch. I think maybe Ortega might actually stand a chance, a better chance. You know what I'm saying? Volkanovski is very, very good. You know, but I would love to see personally, like a little super fight, you know, between Volk and Charlie. I like to see that.
Okay.
That'll be an interesting fight. I think that'd be an interesting fight. Or, Volk and Michael Chandler would be an interesting fight too, because they're about the same size and stocky builds and stuff like that. Let's see
Or
who's
what
a better
about
skill
Dan
fighter.
Hooker?
Dan Hooker, yeah, Dan Hooker's a tall ass lightweight, man. That would be interesting too, bro. Easily. Whew. So yeah, those are my thoughts, man.
Thank you, man.
But hey, Max Holloway is still looming, bro. He's coming back up, bro. So we
The
might
ghost
see
of Max
Volk and-
Holloway.
Yeah, Volk and Max number 3. I wouldn't be surprised, Or hell, make Max and Ortega 2 number 1 contender.
Yeah.
Simple.
Well,
Number 1 contender.
first of all, before we wrap it up, I just wanted to say, Paul, thank you. Thank you for coming on and sharing your expertise. You were a great guest. That's probably the hardest that I've laughed in a while on the show. So, so thanks for coming on.
No, my pleasure. Thank you guys for having me. I love to make this show. I like to make things very, very entertaining. As you can see, I probably got you a lot of views just now, but that's by just changing my screen name like 3 times in a row. Like, I literally just changed it, So, I'm glad I could come in. I'm glad I can put in my expertise for the show. And I would love to be a part of the next one.
Absolutely.
I would love to be a part of the next one. You guys want to invite me on? I'd be more than honored, more than humbled to give my analysis a little bit more.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Paul.
All right, everybody.
Thank you guys.
For everybody that chimed in. Janka, you gotta update your takes, bro. I don't know if he's still watching, but he's gotta. The Vince Rule 4 kind of threw me off. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? But, all right, guys, have a wonderful night. Thank you guys again. You guys, this was a great show, and we'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy.
Next week. Take it easy, everyone. Next week. Alhamdulillah.